Cricket is the second most popular sport in the world. With an estimated 2.5 billion followers, it is second only to football. But what's weird is that only 12 teams play at the highest level. These are the International Cricket Council's 12 full members. South Africa and Zimbabwe from Africa, the West Indies, a team of 15 Caribbean nations, Australia and New Zealand from the bottom of the planet, England and Ireland from Europe, and of course, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, India, Pakistan and Sri Lanka from South Asia. Besides this little club of 12, there are 93 other members of the International Cricket Council. So they are not full members, but associate members. The thing with this little club of 12 is that it hasn't expanded much in a long time. Afghanistan and Ireland entered recently in 2018, Bangladesh in 2000, Zimbabwe in 1992, and Sri Lanka in 1982. The others have been full members pretty much since the beginning of time. 6 of the associate nations currently qualify to play shorter formats of the game at the highest level: one-day internationals or ODIs and T20s. This list keeps changing. Teams have to qualify and they may gain or lose their places. In December 2017, Netherlands regained their one-day international status after almost 4 years. The Dutch are now an official ODI team. This means that they will compete in the ICC ODI League that will run between 2020 and 2022. This has been a shot in the arm for the Dutch team. It has been an associate team since 1966. They have spent a long time on the fringes of top-level cricket, during which they have stunned the cricket world with strong performances against full member teams every now and then.
Would you believe it? Overthrow gives Netherlands a win. And what an upset in the very first game of the ICC World 2020. Netherlands cannot believe it. An overthrow giving them the winning run.
You beauties, Netherlands. You've played brilliant cricket here in this first game. Spoiled England's party big time.
Is that come 2020 we joined the ODI League, which is the top 13 teams of the world. It means we're going to play some amazing cricket. You know, we got Pakistan on the West Indies first. It means that as a coach, we all have to up our games. You know, we have to bring more experience to the team. We have to bring in more specialists to help individuals improve. We don't just want to be the 13th team. We want to be number 11 or number 10 or whatever it is, and we're here to surprise a few people, and I've no doubt that once we're through, people will go, gee, that was pretty impressive.
The start of this exciting phase in Dutch cricket has coincided with a change in leadership in the men's team. After nearly 10 years as captain, Peter Boren stepped down in April 2018 and gave way to all-rounder Peter Saylor, who's been a key player for some time now.
He's always been a advocate for associate cricket, which has given him a lot of fans all over the world. So taking over from him, and the boots you have to fill are quite big. But as I said, it's a great feeling. I'm a very proud Dutchman, so it's a big honour, and well, hopefully I can reach the same heights as Peter has done before, and hopefully we can maybe take the team even further.
The ODI status is expected to boost the profile of the Dutch national men's team. Cricket fans and administrators also hope that more international matches and more coverage will also help cricket grow in the Netherlands, a small country with a strong culture of sports that is not quite taken to cricket yet, even though cricket has been around for a long time.
As far as I know, at the moment it's about 6,000 people who play actively cricket.
Mm-hmm. It has always been around.
It has been
that
all
number.
5,000-6,000. It's all been around that number.
Mm-hmm.
That only starts in 2020, but it does mean that we were in the news again. We will be able to get more sponsors involved. There'll be more money around, and as long as we're smart and use those opportunities wisely, I think we will see quite a significant pickup of the game. Use rugby as an example. Rugby was suddenly on telly in Holland, and it also became an Olympic sport, which also helped. But suddenly the rugby numbers picked up massively because it was being shown on the TV and because it was suddenly an international exposure. So if we get something similar like that, we'd be all right.
If you're looking to be a young Dutch player now, it's a great time to be.
A recent setback to the Dutch men's cricket team was their failure to qualify for the 2019 World Cup. Associate nations like the Netherlands and some of the lower-ranked full members had to compete for a few spots in a hard-fought tournament in Zimbabwe in March 2018. Things did not go the Netherlands' way. They won just one of their 4 matches. Eventually, the 2 World Cup spots went to Afghanistan and the West Indies, the winner and the runners-up. Fans, administrators and players do feel shortchanged by the International Cricket Council's decision to restrict the 2019 World Cup to 10 teams, down from 14 teams in the previous World Cup in 2015.
I feel absolutely pissed off because I think if you look at it, say very famous cricketers like, for instance, Tendulkar, the ex-Indian, and many others, people of fame, players of fame, they all say you should expand the tournament instead of reduce the tournament. And I feel absolutely they messed it up completely. This is not a world tournament. This is a club. These are 10 elite teams, so to say, with the exception of Afghanistan, maybe.
It's all about money. And cricket on television in India, that's where it's all about.
That's where the money is.
And if you want to expand cricket in the world and make it more popular in the world, there should more teams take part in the World Cup. 24 or something like that.
At least a minimum of 16.
Like they do in soccer and in other sports.
Willem is referring to how India is the biggest, most lucrative market for cricket broadcast. A 10-team World Cup would mean India will play 9 league matches. A 16 or 24-team World Cup would mean several groups of 4 teams playing against each other, which means India will play fewer matches. Willem is not the only one with this particular insight. Many share his opinion.
Yeah, look, I'll be honest, I think every associate country will say the same thing. It's very disappointing that the ICC went down this route. World Cups were something special for all associate countries because it's a two-way thing. Yes, you're trying to find out who is the best team in the world, but it's also a celebration of the game and you want all the teams to play. And, I think you only had to look at the World Cup qualifiers and see the standard of cricket. You have teams beating the West Indies, you had teams beating Zimbabwe, teams beating Afghanistan. The more people out there who keep watching the associate world, they're disappointed because they want to see Scotland at the World Cup in England. They want to see the Netherlands at the World Cup in England. And, they've been robbed of that because of very, very narrow-mindedness, and I think it comes from all the top teams.
So obviously the guys are very disappointed not to be in the World Cup. We also are realistic enough to say if we played a little bit better in Zimbabwe, we would have a better shot because we got eliminated. We didn't even get through to the Super Sixes, which is a shame for such a good cricket team. But that being said, we want to showcase our skills at the highest level. We want to be at the World Cup. I mean, they trying to take a bit harsh, but trying to take the opportunity away from us, and we have to create it on our own. Well, I'm not going to call them scared, obviously, because they're probably not, but we are getting better and we are coming for the bigger nations. And there's not much we can do about decisions the ICC make. The only thing we can do is keep improving and keep showing that we are becoming better and want to compete with those guys up top. Now, with the full ODI status, the only thing we can do is be ready in 2020 when the ODI League starts, that we then showcase we need to be at the World Cup, and amongst us also a lot of other teams who deserve it, because a lot of teams have become a lot better. And I think if you now have a 16 team World Cup, a lot of people would enjoy seeing us play on the world stage.